Hey, everybody. Hey, disclaimer. And that is that we are buffering a lot. So that's probably my fault because I got like 10 devices. We got like 10 handhelds hooked up to the same internet. Let me take a few of my handhelds offline. Anna May is here. Thanks for sharing, Anna May. Anna May, you're okay. I don't care what people say. And Larry Lee is in the house. How you doing, Larry Lee? Ma'am Minnie is in fact here. She's enjoying her life over on the sofa. I'm sure she'll make an appearance soon. Let me see what I got. I think we're set up, ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna take my handheld. Offline here. I think I got my thing pinned. My thing. I think I got my thing pinned. StreamYard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. All right. Okay, I don't know. I'm having technical issues. Laurice, thank you for tagging me on Facebook. I truly do appreciate it. Brother Manuel, we're here in Manila, but we're leaving early. We're leaving tomorrow. We're flying out, and so we're going to be seeing you, making contact, and seeing you on the return trip. Happy New Year, Anime. Hmm. Happy New Year, everybody. There's Larry Lee. There's a StreamYard link. I think I pinned it, right? It's pinned somewhere in the chat. It's in the chat anyway. If it's not properly pinned, you can scroll through there for as long as it lasts. Okay, so I'm going to be rude and take my handheld offline because we've been buffering. I don't know. Maybe we're even buffering right now. I'm going to shut this thing down to make sure I properly disconnect my handheld from the internet. Power off. Okay, I got 2 out of 10 devices offline and focusing on this one. I don't think I'm supposed to have 10 devices all on one internet thing. I thought it'd be okay because I see the internet box over here in the room. So let's see what we got. What's going on, everybody? So we're in Manila. We're going to head out tomorrow afternoon. I think as a matter of fact, is our flight to Bangkok. So we'll be heading out. But before we do, I want to share something with you, Anime, Larry Lee, Alien Cruise Official, and that is that we most likely we're going to try and okay. Well, I talked to a few of you, and I got this Oppo phone here, right? And so it does lousy on video stabilization, but it's going to be okay for I hope for doing a live stream of the festivities tonight. As everybody knows, we're here in Manila, Southeast Asia. We're near the Baywalk, right? And so we're going to head over to the Baywalk. Listen, it's been packed every single day we've been down there. It has been packed with rebel raisers. It has been packed with everybody. Parents, I have this question. Do you know where your children are? Because I see a lot of hanky panky going on down there at the Baywalk amongst the youngsters, 14 and older, yes. So I don't know what's going on, but I think parents are too busy, too busy to tend to their children. It's starting to look like the United States around here every single day. Larice, the Philippines' most eligible bachelorette and socialite, if I might add, is in the house. Okay, so I can't see what's going on my handheld. Maybe Ma'am Minnie can because she's over there. She's not signing off of her social media accounts. No, that would be like committing a sin. So, if anything's going on, Ma'am Minnie over there, or over there, I'm backwards. I'm always backwards. She'll let us know. I've got my morning libation. Unfortunately, no donuts, but they have an excellent uh, breakfast buffet going on downstairs, and that goes until 10. But I'm getting kind of hungry now, so I don't expect that we'll be doing a live stream for hours and hours. What I just wanted to get on here to convey was that we'll be making the attempt to do a live stream tonight for New Year's, and we'll be down at the Manila Bay Baywalk by the Mall of Asia by the Conrad Hotel. Oh yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah. Dan could not afford the Conrad. Well, that's kind of true. So here's what happened. So we wanted to stay. Thank you, Larry. We wanted to stay at the Conrad, right? But what it cost to stay at the Conrad, I could pay for my entire 1 month, 1 month of accommodation in Bangkok. So we ended up settling for Grandpa Jim from Sacramento's in the house. We ended up selling for not settling for it because it's a 4-star hotel. As a matter of fact, it's an excellent 4-star hotel. I recommend it to anyone who wants to stay close by Mall of Asia and Manila Baywalk, or the Manila Bay area right there at the Mall of Asia. The third or fourth or fifth or sixth largest mall in the world. I got to tell you, there must have been 500,000 people there yesterday. All right, so anyway, getting back to the Conrad. So what the Conrad costs to stay at for 3 nights, I'm actually paying for the entire trip. Marianne's here. Hi, Marianne. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I could actually pay for the entire trip over to or the accommodations part over in Bangkok. And it's expensive over there right now because of it's tourist season over there. Everybody's over there for the holidays. They're hanging around Bangkok. And then later, so the first half of the month, I want to let you know, we're going to be in Bangkok. And then for the second half, we'll be in Pattaya. Why, you ask? Well, as most of you know, I wanted to spend New Year's here in Manila. I don't know why. It just seemed like the thing to do. Because I want to try live streaming. Now I'm gonna try live streaming on YouTube for the very first time. That means there won't be chat. I'm just gonna grab my gimbal. Is that what they call it? I'm gonna fire up this phone, and I hope it works. I purchased something like 6 GB of load, and that should get me. That should be enough to do a couple of hours worth of live streaming. I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. Makes me a little nervous, but hey, you guys, hey, I tried. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it works. This is my very, very first attempt doing it. I hardly know how the whole YouTube streaming thing or chat or video or anything works. Hey, if I knew how it worked, well then I would have posted shorts on YouTube. I think you have to do that in the YouTube app. I'm not sure. Every time I tried to do a post to short videos from my app that I have on my phone, my video editing app, I wasn't able to do it. I don't know how it works. Listen, they don't call me low budget Dan, nor do they call me low tech Dan for nothing. Yeah, it's low tech or no tech, Dan. All right, so I got that out of the way. So that's tonight because this is Asia. And so this is Southeast Asia. So it's already New Year's Eve day here in the Philippines. So it is exactly, what is it, 7:10 a.m. in the morning? We've been live for 10 minutes or so. And so I wanted to share a couple things with you. Oh, yeah, about the kids. I started talking about that, given my commentary. Folks, I got to tell you, people in the Philippines, they probably know this. Maybe they don't know if they're from a small province like Baybay City Leyte, but Dan, I'll be at work when you live stream tonight, but I will be watching. That's great. That's great. So you can be a witness, maybe the audio. You'll be listening to when my purse gets snatched. No. Stuff like that does not happen in Manila. No. The people you have to watch out for are the taxi drivers. Sam's in the house. Hi, Sam. Why is it that you have to worry about the taxi drivers here in Manila, but you don't have to in Cebu? You know, it wasn't really necessary for me to say flag drop, please, flag drop, please, flag drop, please in Cebu. They just automatically did it. Here, I get these taxi drivers saying that'll be 500 pesos for going 8 kilometers. What? I said I could walk it in an hour. Taxi driver. And they just turn around, they walk away. Oh, he's one of them foreigners. 500 pesos is 500 pesos, right? That's the equivalent of almost $10 in American money. And besides that, I need the exercise. I haven't missed very many meals lately. And so, how you doing, Sam? Good to see you. So why shouldn't I just walk? Yeah, the Baywalk is so crowded, and so can you imagine? I have a gimbal. It's got a 5 foot, a 6 foot reach, and so I'll be holding that bad boy up above the crowds. I hope you'll be able to see something. I hope they do fireworks. We were down there last night, and they're setting up for a huge celebration. So today the plan is we're going to get breakfast. I mean, we're going to eat a hearty breakfast. I don't know. We may tie up a table for 10 hours down there. I don't know. And then once we're done there, you know, we're going to make our way down to the Baywalk, and we're going to have to stake a claim down there early in the day because we know how crowded it's going to be. It's going to be hella crowded. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to, but the taxi drivers, that's who you have to watch out for. Washing up gloves at home. We got them here. We got disposable plastic gloves here. Oh, by the way, I want to talk a little bit about the room. So we're staying here at this fancy here 4-star hotel, and I got to tell you, it to save a little bit of money. No, it's not $300 or $450 a night like it is over there at the Conrad. I would have liked to have stayed at the Conrad. Maybe another time we're going to try it out. But I didn't want to just go in there for like one night. This room here is expensive enough that we're staying in, believe me. This costs bank. It's a 4-star hotel, free buffet breakfast, the best that I've seen so far in my experience. Probably not better than what's at the Conrad, but it's mighty fine. Daisy Lynn Castro is in the house. Daisy Lynn, thank you so much for the greeting last night. Happy New Year to you. And welcomes all the way around. Crystals, did you run down to the bakery yet this morning? Hey, I'm suffering. I have to drink the hotel coffee. The instant. It ain't bad. It isn't bad. You know, it's pretty good instant. It comes in a little teeny tiny brown package. It's not 3-in-1. It's the hotel coffee that comes. I don't know how they can concentrate the coffee in that little packet. But you pour it in there, give yourself 6 or 8 ounces of water. Whoa, whoa. This is my second cup. There are two more sitting over there. Mm. Speaking of coffee, speaking of coffee, I don't mean to brag, but I don't mean to toot my own horn, but beep beep. I can afford to miss more than one meal. Well, yeah, we all can. What can I say? Even Man Minnie is packing on a few pounds. Oh, she's probably going to get mad at me for saying that. She's up like 5 pounds. She weighs something like 105. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know I'm all over the place again, but listen, okay, I'll come back to what I want to talk about in a moment. But first, I wanted to brag. I wanted to toot my own horn by saying, look what I got. Look what I got. You cannot get. Oh, the lights reflecting. You cannot get these in the States any longer. They were long ago sold out. On day one, these bad boys sell out. Yes, yes, signature holiday cup to take back to Bye Bye City Latte and make it part of my collection. The 2022 Christmas collection. So they were expensive, and that's probably why they're not sold out in the Philippines, because you know they're expensive. You could probably buy 20 cups of 3-in-1 for the cost of this cup. So they're sitting there, and they even were shocked. Hey, anybody know where them cups are hanging around? Oh, they had to get a ladder and climb way on the shelf to go get them. I guess they're not as popular here in the Philippines as they are in the States, where everybody crams in there and goes and gets a holiday cup. Crystals, I tell you, Happy New Year. And every time I see you, I get this great big smile on my face. I think it's because you're real life happening, you know, in the Philippines. The daily struggles of life, you know, Crystals, something like that. But congratulations on the big win for the pre-Christmas cash giveaways. I heard and you confirmed that you won heck of money during those Christmas cash. You know, you cleaned up. Someone told me, so I'm happy about that. Dave's Trains is here. Ah, Dan, I can't drive it. I can't drive to go there. It's too far from home. You'd have to take a bus, a plane, a train, an automobile, a trike, a bike, and a scooter. It's a heck of a crowded place, right? Anime. But what are those? So, anime, thank you for reminding me what I want to talk about. All right, anime, it's looking a little bit too much like the West. It's looking a little bit too much like the United States here in the Philippines lately, to me, especially here in the big city. You know, so here's my observation. Yeah. So I look around and I start seeing kids, right? Young kids, 13, 14, 12, could have been younger, but you know, 15, 16, all the way up. And they're holding hands and they're smooching, you know, when they're up there on the Baywalk. What do they call that? The brick thing that they have there. What do they call that? The Danish are helping them build it. Keep the water ocean from inundating, you know, the Mall of Asia. You know what's going on here, right? With all the whole global warming and sea level rise, and they're starting to mitigate that by building the high walls everywhere so that the water won't make its way over the bay. And because see, Mall of Asia, if I'm not mistaken, is sitting on reclaimed ocean water, bay water, right? In other words, that's the whole Mall of Asia thing. Sitting on the bay. So they're trying to keep the water from coming in, and but I hear that the entire Mall of Asia is floating on plastic anyway. So I don't know. A little environmental joke there. The environmentalists might not appreciate as much as I do. Okay, so you know, the Mall of Asia is floating on, old. They're floating on these, right? Yeah, yeah. The Mall of Asia is floating on top of this, so I doubt they'll have any problem because it'll just rise. So Grandpa Jim is in the house, and he's the one that says they should have built it on pontoons. And that way, as the sea level rises, the Mall of Asia would go, it would go up and down like this. Now, you guys have to admit, that's pretty funny. Oh, you're now bankrupt? Well, I wish for you a prosperous 2023. That's my, that's my wish. That's my New Year's wish for you, Crystals. Yeah. But giving gifts to your neighbors with newfound wealth, that's something I would do. That's something that we did, as a matter of fact. That's something that we did. It wasn't newfound wealth, but it was. Let's see what Larry says about this. Yeah. Breakers are in the water. So they're trying to slow everything down. And anyway, it gives the kids a place to hang out and smooch. So now my question to you parents is, do you know where your children are today? And so this is where it all happens. I might not have this right, but this is sex, drugs, rock and roll time. This is experimenting with all sorts of different things. I know you're saying, Dan, how did you go so fast from parents not knowing where their children are? Because see, you can totally picture this happening because, quite frankly, parents are working. Especially if you're here in Manila. If you usually have mended, blended, and transcended families, and you'd think there'd be grandma or grandpa in there. They're watching the kids, right? But see, here's the thing: these teenagers, they're getting over on grandma and grandpa. Oh, grandma and grandpa, I'm gonna go with my friend from school. We're gonna go down and feed the homeless today. Oh, you're such a good grandkid. And then they end up over here at the Mall of Asia by the Baywalk, smooching on that wall. You guys know what I'm talking about. You most likely are going to see it tonight, right? Tonight on the live stream. So now, but the other thing that has got me going is it's not just the smooching on the wall that has got me going. It started thinking. So, like I said, there must have been 500,000 people inside the Mall of Asia. Now, the last time that I visited the Mall of Asia, there was 2 people inside the Mall of Asia. That's Minnie and I. There was nobody around, right? I'm trying to figure out, or I was trying to figure out, I now have the answer. Is there some kind of special event going on in Manila? And it turns out that there is. There's a K-pop. The K-pop convention. Now, at first, I thought they were having a Comic-Con convention because somebody said, it's Comic-Con Asia. It's Comic-Con Manila. I heard somebody screaming that. But no, it turns out to be a K-pop convention. So anyway, now you know how I feel about that. And again, oh, little J Money is in the house. Money. Hey, that's where I am. I'm where the money is. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this whole K-pop thing. So you have a whole bunch of kids dressing up in their favorite K-pop characters, for which I have no experience with whatsoever. And they're roaming the streets of Manila, folks. They're roaming the streets of Manila. So Minnie and I yesterday, this happened to us yesterday. Yeah, K-pop. Listen, here's the thing, Minnie and I, we could not get a seat in the Popeyes chicken place. So I said, let's go to Popeyes so we can get some chicken and biscuits. But we got neither chicken nor biscuits. There's no place to sit. There was no place to sit. Eventually, we did manage to squeeze out some K-pop people who, listen. Let me tell you, they were. I interrupted the sleep of some K-pop people, right? Hello. And what they were doing is, and so I overheard a conversation they were having, right? Well, we got lucky last night. We were able to find a place to sleep, but tonight it looks like we're going to be sleeping on the sidewalk of Manila. But no, they didn't have to. They could sleep inside the Popeyes. They weren't kicking them out. And so a couple of them, they had their head down on the desk. They were relaxing, and I come along, hey, get a room, get a room. And they were like, there's no rooms available that we can afford. There are no rooms. How much can you afford? Well, we have about 500 pesos amongst us. 500 pesos isn't even going to get you a cot. It isn't even going to get you a cot in the hallway. Listen, here's the whole thing. Parents, don't let your kids come to Manila. Don't let them come to Manila. Don't let them tell you a story about how they're spending the night with their friends and then they trek to Manila for the K-pop convention. And now they're sleeping on a table in the Popeyes. I just wanted a simple meal of chicken and biscuits. I can't get it in the Popeyes because they're occupying it. So it goes on and on and on and on. So it has not been an enjoyable experience as far as that's concerned. Parents, your kids are walking on the streets of Manila in costume and they have no place to stay. They just said, yeah, let's go to Manila to the K-pop convention. And 500,000 of your children showed up here. And they're dressed in silly costumes and they're smooching on the wall over there by Mall of Asia on the Baywalk. And some of them, they're wearing those long nose things and they can't, they get in trouble. They forget they have the nose thing on, and then they end up poking their partner in the eye. Oh my gosh. I just hope to God that none of the K-pop people are looking at me right now, looking at this live, because they will follow me around and give me a very difficult time as we're walking around the Mall of Asia. Oh, Angelica, thank you so much. Good to see you. How's life in the big city? Hey, don't forget to give that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, or so they tell me. I don't think it does a dang thing, quite frankly. So what else I wanted to? So that was the social commentary that I had for this live. Anyway, was about the children. Oh, the children and the similarities, the similarities two and one that it has to the West, folks. If you're planning on, if you're from the West, Larry, uh, and stay home. Stay home. Don't come here. It's all happened. If you want to see the same thing, go to any local park. If you think you're going to save money here, it probably ain't going to happen. because the West is taken over. For example, that's the other thing. So in the Mall of Asia, they have Dairy Queen, an American icon, Dairy Queen. They've got Popeye's chicken from Louisiana. They got IKEA from IKEA is not from the United States. God, how I love screw together furniture. Yeah, I want my entire home to be an IKEA showroom. I want to be able to just screw everything together with those little Allen wrench things they give you without breaking something. That is my dream, is to have a complete house of IKEA furniture. I want my house to be an IKEA showroom. There will be no screwed together furniture in my house. That was something somebody told me one time. I laughed. I was like, well, somebody has to screw the furniture together. It might as well be you. Right, Larry? Larry, if you had to have, all furniture is screwed and glued, right? And so you might as well, what did I just say? Where did that come from? I don't even know where I get half the stuff that I say. I steal it from somebody. I steal things that I say from most people, from other people, successful vloggers, no doubt. Oh, Jerry's in the house. Jerry from South Texas. Welcome, my friend. I didn't see you come in. Yeah, I'm just hearing myself talk. That's all. I would not live in Manila. But if you had to live in Manila and you had some money, which we don't, but if we did, we would be living right here. I'm telling you, right here in this hotel. Free meals every day. Someone comes, cleans the room. We're on the 12th floor, so we have a beautiful view of the bay. We could see the IKEA store from here in the Mall of Asia. It's right here. Nailed, who nails it these days? Even the furniture coming from China is stapled together. Maybe you might staple it. It's production work, right? Making furniture. Yeah, and IKEA, they got it down, right? Because they don't even have to assemble it. You assemble it. And if you break something, you're the one that breaks it. Can't blame them. Can't blame IKEA. You are the one that broke it. But you could always replace it. They're very good about replacing things. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so again, I've seen people do live streams on New Year's that just turns into an absolute disaster. I hope to God that does not happen to me. Daisy Lynn, pray that this does not happen to me. I just want to take my gimbal, my where is it? Where's that thing? I got the thing here. Yeah, it's a mighty long weapon. Okay, so check this out. It's very simple. I don't know if you remember this, but you've seen these. You've seen these on Amazon and Shopee and Lazada, and then you have this little thing. You have this little thing that adjusts the Wikidoodle here. See that? See, and tightens it. Of course, you probably can break that fairly easy. And then look at this. And so all I'm going to do, see how it, see how, oh man, I hit the lamp. See how long that is? Look at this. It just goes on for days. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the phone on there. All right. I'm going to put the phone on there. You got these two clamps. And I'm going to kind of give it a little angle. See, like that? And I'm going to hoist that thing way up there above my head. Right? So, hey, by the way, like I said, Minnie and I, we're going to have to skedaddle pretty soon because of breakfast, but also because oh man, the other reason is because we have to stake a claim. I tried to bribe somebody over there in one of the restaurants, for position, and they were not going for it at all because you can get a spot in one of the restaurants over the mezzanine where it's going to be overlooking the live band, and I don't know if they're going to have fireworks or anything like that. Yeah, neither do I. Otherwise, I'd live here myself. I actually am starting to feel sorry a little bit, Larry, for the people that do live here because it's very, very expensive. So, but that's my whole point. My whole point is you shouldn't have to listen. Here's my point. It used to be very, very affordable to live here in Manila. You could still get an apartment for $2 bills, a month, 200. But you might not like the accommodations, so well. That's the thing. And so if you wanted to like replicate the style of living that you have now, if you wanted to replicate that in Manila, you probably would have to go to the Global City or Makati or where we're at here in the Mall of Asia. Yeah, it's a selfie stick, not really a gimbal. I have my electronic gimbal, but guess what happened? I tried using that thing and it's short and then it just keeps going woo, 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 and it spins around a couple, two or three times, and the phone is like going like this, right? I mean, it's the craziest damnedest thing. And so I can't really use the high tech electronic gimbal because I'm low tech Dan, and the proof really, Jerry, is right here. The proof of how low tech I am is really right here. And I have low tech gadgets, except I do have a high tech DJI camera that I'm going to be busting out in Manila. And so I don't know if it's going to work because I have to do file transfers and all this complicated stuff. And so I'm afraid of it. And I haven't busted out the DJI yet, the DJI Pocket. It was a very expensive camera, but it sits in my bag most of the time. It sits in my bag. Happy New Year, Jerry. Are you going into Mexico this weekend at all? Tim is here. So on the return trip, we plan on meeting with Tim. So I think that on the return trip, we might spend a week in Pampanga, and then I'm thinking about, gosh, it sure would be nice to meet, to hook up with, not hook up in that way, with Daisy Lynn and Larice and Tim, but that would take some coordination, and I'm lazy. My brain explodes when I start thinking about, okay, Filipina Raquel lives over there, and if I do the wide turn around, I could scoop up, Daisy Lynn and then make the run to Filipina Raquel's house and then down to Pampanga to see Tim and make the big loop. And it's actually just easier for me to send money to you folks and say, can I impose on you to take a bus to come and meet me? But will you do it? Because people have kids they have to mind. They have to tend to. Oh, there we go with the children thing, They have children they have to care for. And I am just lazy. You see the comparison? Children, lazy Dan. Children, lazy Dan. Molding young minds and decrepit old man mind. Next week and the following week. Yeah, it's probably a good, I don't know. Is it, yeah, it's probably a good weekend to stay out of there. I don't know. I don't know if New Year's has anything to do with it, but maybe there's a large gathering of people. And, I'm surprised that I'm even here, because I'm going into the abyss. I'm going to be making my way into the abyss. So listen, I apologize in advance in the event that the live stream tanks and I never get going, but I have I have surveyed the best minds on this. And so, we're in case this happens, do this. In case that happens, do that. Make sure you have load. Go down to Smart. Smart's going to help you with it. I have contacted the brightest minds in the business. Yeah, there's Larry's. Probably heard me say bus ticket, money. She'd be here. I know. Listen, Larice knows the city like the back of her hand. They don't call her Larice socialite Larice for nothing. You know, she's not only the most eligible bachelorette in the Philippines, but socialite Larice. Yeah. Oh, Mildred, Happy New Year. Thanks for coming. Dan, can't be lazy. That is a job for Larry Lee. That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point. Yeah, more like waiting for payday dance. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. And by the way, I got my money early. I got the first pension check early this month, and so I'm happy about that. All we have to do, the only planning that needs to be done here is where to spend the money. Where to spend it, how to spend the money. Some of it's going into this room, this luxurious apartment. Missy Steve is in the house. Team Judy. Happy New Year. Thank you for sharing. I truly appreciate it. And Happy New Year, Larry Lee. Happy New Year's all around. Val Maurice, is that how you say it? Val Maurice channel is here in the house. Thank you for coming. Truly appreciate that. Anime, what do you say? Where you going to be today? What are your plans, Anime? Are you going to be gathering with the Power Elite in the Philippines and then throwing back some 40 ounces of tuba wine? That's where I'm going. No, I probably will not be drinking tonight. And the reason is because I'm afraid I'll be taken advantage of. Yeah, by Miss Minnie. No, I'm talking about it's not a good idea to be drunk out there on the boulevard. It's not a good idea to be drunk out there on the Baywalk or inside the Mall of Asia where you will be packed in there like sardines. Sardines, and not good. Not good. Oh, great. I got the pronunciation right. Happy New Year to you. All right, so that's what we're going to be trying to do. And if I'm successful at doing it, you'll probably get buffer. No chat. There'll be no chat because I wouldn't be able to read it anyway. And then I'm hoisting the selfie stick way high above the planet. So I won't be getting high. I'll be hoisting this high, trying to see what we can see. I think it'll be interesting. Okay, Jerry said, I wish Chris and Cebu a Merry Christmas. He did reply back. I didn't ask him about returning back to YouTube. I think we'll see Chris again one day. I certainly hope so because I miss Chris a lot. A lot of people do, obviously. I'm not the only one. Besides that, I'm a latecomer. Do I even have the right to even miss anybody on YouTube, Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys something. Listen. I got starstruck yesterday. Folks, I did not realize this, but rich people hang around here. Moi, I am not rich, right? But here's the thing. We keep running into YouTubers here, big time YouTubers. And I don't want to, I see people approaching it. Listen, I think I've seen 2 so far, which is a lot in one place. that are staying right here at this hotel. And so, in fact, I had a conversation, with the security officer, and the security officer was telling me, from time to time, some big timers do come in here. And of course, the security officers are very discreet. They want to protect the privacy of folks. And so, they kind of shoot me away. Are you starstruck, Mr. Dan? Is that what's going on here? You're starstruck. You get a couple of big timers in here that you see having breakfast, and right away you want to go up to them and disturb their breakfast, and then I'll probably go up there and say, "Hey, I've seen you on TV. Yes, and I see you disturbing my breakfast. Get the hell away from me." So hey, it's starting to become a little bit strange. I will admit, hanging around. Because I'll tell you why in a moment. Let me see what Anime is going to be doing New Year's here. I'll be staying here at the house for Dan. I'm still tired. I traveled for 2 days. We visited Nanay, Mabel, Torres, and Batangas, and our Tai in Socmed and Los Baños, Laguna. Oh, I think I saw mention that on Facebook, and I go, wait, they're related, they're sisters, they're cousins. Yeah, I was surprised. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I apologize, but that's great. That sounds great that you made those journeys there. You traveled around. I haven't decided what to wear to my living room New Year's Eve. Well, it's a come as you are party, Tim. It's a come as you are party. Don't worry about it. Just be colorful. Colorful dress. How about the Pinocchio pajamas that you have? Wear those. Oh my goodness gracious. Pinocchio pajamas. That is not right, Dan. It is not right to be talking like that. But Tim, hey, we'll do your restaurant next time we're in town, all right? In about a month. I think we're going to spend 3 or 4 days a week for 2 weeks. I don't even know. I don't even know because I don't have a job anymore, Tim. I'm like you, retired. Nobody's looking for us. We just hang around, move around. People said to me, "Gee, Dan, you sure move around a lot." I said, "Well, hmm. Hey, anyway." Yeah, and so I think that 2023 is going to be a most exciting and prosperous new year for all. What do you folks think? But getting back to my point about if you're living in the West, Tim, well, yeah, I was going to say, Tim, I was going to answer that question. People stare, but I did tell a story about the guy who walked up to me in the Dunkin', right? And he was a lovely man, and I was just like, man, overcome with gratitude because to be recognized and have someone come up to you and say, "I watch all your videos," when you yourself don't even watch all your videos. Larry's another one that has watched every single one. I think he needs to see somebody about that. But anyway, I was overwhelmed with gratitude. You never know what kind of feeling you're going to get when somebody comes up to you, walking up to you the first time and says, "I watch you on YouTube. You're Dan. Your Dan's retirement journey." What do you do? I was overwhelmed with gratitude. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear this, Crystals. Your cousin passed away and you have a late night. So sorry. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. Oh, we have planned to visit them. It is a very memorable experience to meet them all. It's fun. I hope to meet Mabel Torres, her husband, her family, her children. And I've been lucky, I try and meet people along the way, and I was lucky enough to meet Pacquiao Mertz and a few others. And I met Mel, Calapayan, and of course Des and her husband and babies. And it's just very, very nice to be able to experience the, meeting the people that you admire on and that are your friends on YouTube and other social media platform. Although I hate Facebook a lot, but anyway, that's another story. All right, for Topper Loft 2, how's it going? Shout out to you, my friend. Yeah, it would be a late night. Oh, I passed through Los Baños on my way to Santa Cruz. Yeah, and passing through Los Baños, that's the best. That's the best way. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't help it. I'm sorry, Jerry. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Sincerely, from Dan's retirement journey, and from Dan. Yeah, our condolences, Crystal's adventure. That's rough. Make a love shout out to you. So, anyway, I think as we become more like the West here in the Philippines, because the West likes to embrace, Western culture. The East likes to embrace Western culture. I'm not sure why that is, because it sucks. Yeah, we were born of cowboys and Indians in the United States. Folks, remember that. Cowboys and Indians. You know? Howdy, ma'am. That sort of thing. Howdy, ma'am. And we stole people's land. Folks, try not to embrace Western culture. But I fear after coming to Manila and being exposed to what's going on in Manila Bay and the Mall of Asia, I've got to tell you that it's looking a lot like the United States. They have Dairy Queen there. I got a large cone yesterday at the Dairy Queen, for crying out loud. It cost 70 pesos. So the doctor says, I didn't realize that was they could diagnose that. Yeah. Do you remember that on, I think that it was a TikTok that went viral, right? Where a doctor actually had said that to a young lady, you're fat and need to lose some weight, right? You can't say that to me. You're discriminating against fat people. That's It went viral. Of course, it went viral because it was a doctor, and so it goes viral. I was howling laughing. I was rolling on the ground. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. That is not a medical diagnosis. Obesity is a medical diagnosis. Obesity. Madeline, amen. Amen. Thanks for coming to the live. Folks, that's one of the other observations, that I made about the Philippines. The last time I was here, people were not porking out so much. They were, and that means, so usually when that happens, that means that a couple things. One, you're eating more processed foods. I'm the king of processed foods. Nobody knows better than Dan. I weigh 202 pounds. Can you imagine that? Thankfully, I'm with Ma'am Minnie, who does not have any kind of eating disorders whatsoever. She manages her weight. She manages what she eats. And she tells me it comes naturally to her. But there's some things that we can't control. They put flavor enhancers in the food. And the other thing is that we eat too much fast food. And there's one thing that is going on in the Philippines that there is not a shortage of, and that is fast food restaurants to get a quick meal. The advertising on YouTube and TV it astounds me. It is just like the the advertising that sucks us in to buying lovely libations like this. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, I love Starbucks, by the way. I'm not criticizing them, but the advertising is so powerful that, and I'm not sure that's it or it's the tasty product, but I can barely walk by a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks without walking right in. And so the commercials are coming that I've seen on YouTube and other places, television in the East, uh, it astounds me that it is so similar to what's going on in the West in terms of advertising. And plus, I know that rice is life, but I got to tell you something. The rice that we're eating here, and I love rice. I'll tell you what. You just look at me. My last name is Herrera, pronounced Herrera, but that is a Filipino. That's a Spanish Filipino conquistador name. And so look it up. Look it up. And you're going to see my name all over throughout history. And we eat rice. We eat rice, folks, and a lot of it. But Larice, Happy New Year, everyone. Larice, the Philippines' most eligible bachelorette and socialite who I plan on meeting one day, maybe one day soon. So the rice is not the same native rice that we're used to eating here in the Philippines. That's the point that I wanted to make. It's imported rice. It's imported processed rice. It's not the native rice that your grandparents used to eat, that your great grandparents used to grow. It's not the same. I apologize for going on my usual daily rant. I'm just trying to wake you up. I came here because all of these cultural differences do not, please do not become the West. Do not. But I fear that all is lost, that I'm too late in sending the message for two reasons. One, nobody will listen to me. They're just going to say, Dan's just a senile, ranting old man. We got all we need. We got all we need here in the Philippines. Yeah, they have Dairy Queen and Cebu, and they have it here. I had an extra large cone that cost me 70 pesos. Would you like that dipped, sir? No, thank you. No dipped cones for me. I'll take it in its natural state, its natural form, please. Oh, listen, you'd be surprised, Larry, how many people actually laugh at some of the stupid jokes that I say on occasion. I'm talking about Filipinos. That's remarkable when Filipinos start laughing at my jokes. You know, my that's that's the proof that the West. Listen, how the West was won was through consumerism, and that's what's happening here. How is it that people can afford to go in the Mall of Asia and buy the same stuff you can buy in the West for exactly the same price? My wife pointed this out to me. Holy smokes, I came here, I thought I was going to get a bargain. But this costs the same in the United States that it costs here. And Filipinos are buying this stuff. They're buying it. They want it. By the way, folks, I'm wearing a pair of Levi jeans right now. Levi jeans are not made in San Francisco. They are not made in the States. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you don't go into the Levi store and purchase you know, $100 pair of Levi's. I'm not going to tell you that. Do what you want with your money. But they're not made in the United States. The reason why I say that is because people in Asia, they like things that are made in the States. But folks, I'm here to tell you, we don't make anything in the States. We import it all from China. If you see a label that says made in the USA, it is a lie. We don't make anything in the United States of America. At best, we assemble things from stuff that is made in different countries, like cars and things like that. All the parts come from China, and then we put them together in the United States. Maybe not China specifically. Japan, Taiwan, China, you know, parts of Indonesia, I'm sure. It comes from all over the place, and then we assemble it. Should say Levi's assembled here in the United States, but they're not even assembled here. So I just warn you, be careful, be careful. Don't become the West. Yeah. There are crazy things in TikTok, hella crazy. Hella crazy. That's why I don't want to get involved. But I am involved in TikTok, right? Because we started using the editing software called CapCut, and that is a TikTok company. TikTok, you know, is TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you won't see me doing strange things on TikTok. You'll only see me doing strange things here on YouTube. I know, I know. Listen, it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. I don't know. The answer is in the brain. The brain is where the answer lies as far as controlling weight. You know, a lot of the stuff we want to do, or uh, our bodies are telling us to do, are stuck in the subconscious mind, and you know, you have to bring it to the forefront. You know, my oh, okay. Just realized I lost another couple strands of hair. Anyway, it's back here, and the trick is to get it up into here. So, Larry, as you know, I fight the weight battle. When I came here to the Philippines, I lost 20 pounds, and I've held it. So I'm at 200 pounds. I don't imagine that I'm going to end up losing any more weight. I don't imagine. It would have already happened. You know, I float between 200, 202 pounds. That's where it's at. That's where it's going to be. That's life in the big city. That's life for Dan in Asia. So, man, Minnie, she's over here working the Facebook page. That's her thing. So, if you want to go over and you want to be friends with my wife, you go over to um, Minerva David's channel. Is that what's your channel? What's your YouTube? What's your Facebook page? Minerva David? Minnie David. Go over there, find her, give her a hug, and you'll see what all's going on. You'll even see the hotel that we're staying at. She lays it out there, even lays the room number out there. Hey, no wonder we got that knock at the door, you know, and yeah, we got the knock. We knock on the door for the special postal delivery. Land shark. Land shark. Yeah, yeah. Well, stay away from the processed rice. If you're going to eat it, eat the native rice. There's native rice here. Eat the native rice. God bless you if you're eating the native rice. God bless you. Yeah. Oh, listen, I'd be 350 pounds if I lived that close to a Dairy Queen, but I might be able to mitigate it. I might be able to keep the weight, you know, around 300 if I walked to the Dairy Queen and grabbed the ice cream and then came back. See, Larice, we love Larice. Most eligible bachelorette and socialite. Yeah, Larry Lee. Lee, right? Isn't that the number one and number two most popular name in the entire world? Who's going to get Larry Lee mixed up with anybody? With the other Larry Lee from Hong Kong? Who's going to do it? Crystals. He probably has relatives in Hong Kong. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Has to if he has the name Lee, right? Has to. Let's see, computers electronics are 30 to 40% more than in the States. You know what? I have two here. I bought two laptops at Walmart. They're both gateways. They're working great. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't be able to take advantage of the warranty because there's no gateway warranty. Walmart or Gateway is Walmart's private label brand. Remember the olden days when they used to make the Gateway in where they used to make it? Sacramento, California. I'm not sure, but anyway. But if you go to Lazada or Shopee, you can get the same laptop for what I paid for it in the USA. They'll charge you $10 or $5 delivery charge, but you can buy it, and they will deliver it to your front door here in the Philippines. Lee can be English, Korean, or Chinese. Okay. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, Angelica, by the way, and Mildred, I appreciate it. All are from China these days. A product of the US says made from US, but look inside, you'll see it's from China. I know they trick you. Don't be fooled by products that you think are made in the USA. Just come, let's see, if you have to review, just come back to this YouTube channel and watch the stream again. There are no products manufactured in the USA. We manufacture nothing there. We assemble all kind of things. Medical equipment, smog machines, blenders, dryers, stoves, because it's cheaper to have the parts manufactured overseas, shipped here on container ship in parts, and then assemble them here in the United States. It's cheaper to do that. That's how they make money. That's how they make money here and everywhere around the world. You know, it comes in unassembled and we put it all together. That's how it works. Well, you know, like I said, it's mind-body experience, the whole experience. It's not about exercise, if you ask me. It's not about anything other than your parents beat you as a child. No. My mom and dad don't love me anymore. They kept smacking me in the back of the head. And that's why I have this flat spot back there. Being the third child sucks, Larry Lee. Live my life. Being the third child, it sucks. You know, I was the one left in the crib, in the baby crib, when you have a large family of 10. But check this out about the Philippines. I know I talked about it. I just want to throw this out there, right? They're not having as many kids in the Philippines as they were. How can that be? We're depending on the Philippines to repopulate the planet. Children, adults, go out, have babies. No, children don't have babies. I didn't mean that. I mean Philippines. Go have children. But you had 0 kids in 2020. Look it up. You stop producing. This is the time where you get busy during the COVID crisis. This is the time you get busy. But did they know? No population boom expected. No population explosion. No demographic rocket. You know, only this flatline. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. It could be that folks are realizing that things are just getting more expensive in the Philippines and that there's a correlation between having more children and having more money in your pocket. It could be that some people are discovering this. Usually, okay, So if you look at demographic trends, if you go and you look at your own demographic trends, you'll see that as wealth increases, population declines. There's a correlation, not a causal relationship necessarily. There could be a causal relationship, but as wealth of the country, the economy improves, then the population starts to decline. So what it's telling me is, as the rich get richer, then people start backing off on having children, because that usually means that they want to preserve those assets for future generations. That could be one reason. Buddha's here. I must have skipped Buddha. Buddha, are you here? Thank you, Buddha, so much for coming to my live. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for that shout out you did, that I still go into YouTube and I'll see that shout out as a recommended short. Thank you so much. I always walked to the Dairy Queen, walked home. That is how I justified getting the ice cream. Oh, now, well, that's part. Good for you, Larry. Dang it. Walking and getting the ice cream is better than driving, I'm telling you. That's the start. That actually is the start of the whole thing, if you ask me. Annie MC's in the house, and her happy family. Happy New Year to all. Love and kisses to you, Annie. Or I should say love and hugs. My wife might take exception to the kisses. But you guys know me. Any opportunity to get a tongue in somebody's mouth, I'm taking it. No, I'm just joking about that. It's an interesting thing, but I don't look at people and say, oh, they should lose a few pounds. Or for some reason, I never do that. I just look at the person and try to. I don't look at them and the first thing I think about is, gee, they're fat. They should lose a few pounds. Maybe that's because I'm a Teletubby myself. I'm a Teletubby. Why would I be thinking about critiquing somebody else who is packing a few extra pounds around? And by the way, earlier I was just sharing an observation, that I mean, most Filipinas and Filipinos, they weigh 99 pounds soaking wet. I'm just saying that, you get a more diverse crowd here in the big city, but that also is a sign of something. When you come to the big city, you're going to get a more accurate portrayal of the way people live, because they're coming into the city looking for work, and they're coming in from all the provinces all over the Philippines in hopes of finding work. And so I'm just saying that it gives you a better cross-section, a view of what may or may not be impacting the country. Donuts and coffee. Oh my goodness, I let mine get cold. I still have a drop or two here. Fifth child of 7. And so I'm thinking that if somebody did a study, they wouldn't dare to do it. But if somebody did do a study, they probably would find a correlation between, how many people there were in the family and weight. Because see, with 10 kids, with 5 brothers and sisters, we had to scramble to get to the meal table, right? Scramble. I mean, you had to be. See, did you get the food joke? Scrambled eggs. Did you get the food joke? We had to scramble to the breakfast table, or else the eggs would be gone. There would be nothing to eat. Oh, you came in a little late. Sorry. It's like we're going to be going to the buffet. It's not exactly the same, because they replenish the food. But when you're from a low budget family, then you got to deal with this, and if you're late to the dinner table, you know what they say, don't call me late for dinner. Peter of Barbaria is here. Peter, a very supportive Peter of Barbaria is in the house. My flat spot is on top. Babies don't bounce when they're dropped on their head. Somebody should have told my mom that, Peter. Someone should have told my mom. Oh, listen, Mom, you know I'm only joking. My mom's probably watching this live stream. I'll have to send her an email apology later. It's easier to keep your mouth shut than it is to apologize. My filter's broken. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I have a broken filter. So anyway, so, yeah, you go the other way towards the Popeyes chicken. Get yourself some of that yummy, tasty, spicy chicken from Popeyes with the biscuit. Get a biscuit meal, not a rice meal. Get a biscuit meal, Larry. Happy New Year, Peter Barberi, one of the most supportive folks I know of on YouTube. Next to me, of course. Next to me. You're doing all right, Peter. But you're doing okay. We love you, Yeah, well, the rich want to share. They want to share it, amongst their own family. They want to make sure that they immortalize that wealth, and they come up with different ways of doing it. Just look at DJT's tax returns. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to politicize this. I apologize. There's nothing wrong with DJT's tax returns, folks. There's nothing wrong. It's not a scandal. Listen, trying to beat the tax man out of their money is not scandalous behavior. It isn't. That's all American behavior. You're a true American if you're doing that. That's all I'm saying about that subject. Buddha! Thanks for being here, Buddha. I really appreciate you. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. I could hear my stomach growl, and I don't know how many times we buffered, but change your mindset, lead by example, and go native. Well, I go native in the room here. I can't go out in public and do that. I'll get locked up. Peter, they'll lock me up. I'm as native as they come. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. I will probably get banned. Daisy Lynn, we love you. There you are. Hi, Buddha. Hi, Buddha. Thanks for coming to the live. Cheers, Sir Dan. Yeah, let's all throw back some 40 ounces of tuba wine. Let's all go out and grab some 40s tonight. Do they sell tuba wine in the 7-Eleven? Wouldn't that be great? You could go in the 7-Eleven and grab a 12-ouncer, and you could be woot, 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 as you're out there on the Baywalk tonight, Listen, I can't control what Ma'am Minnie's going to do. She might grab a libation or two tonight. I hope she doesn't repeat what happened at the last party, So that's it. Live streaming tonight, and we're gonna. Oh, hey, Palito TV channel. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you and yours. They probably put flavor enhancers in the ice cream too. Is it really chocolate ice cream, or is it chocolate ice cream with flavor enhancers to make you eat the entire gallon? Because I could tell you, Larry, I could eat an entire gallon of strawberry ice cream if you put it in front of me. Yeah. You just carry that bad boy, that bucket in, and set it in front of me. It will be gone in less than 20 minutes. I guarantee you. I could win any banana split eating contest. So, oh, wait. I wouldn't be able to beat Sammy at it, though. I take that back. I could place second in a banana eating contest. I probably would place second in an ice cream eating contest. Also, oh my goodness gracious. Ooh, yeah, you will get locked up if you go native. Yeah, there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that on the Baywalk. None of that whatsoever. Oh no. Larice, busy but still here listening. Oh, I know you're there, Larice. I could feel you. I could sense you. I could sense you. Mel is in the house. Good morning, Mel. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope your children are doing well. Ben and Jerry's. By the way, if you ever get a chance, folks, Tim just made a liar out of me. Ben and Jerry's ice cream is not imported from China. It's made in Vermont, right? And I have toured the Ben and Jerry's factory, and I love it every time. I've toured it 2 or 3 times. If you're in Vermont, do not miss the Ben and Jerry's ice cream tour because you get free ice cream at the end of the tour. That's the best part of the tour. I really enjoy Cherry Garcia. Of course I would. So, but Ben and Jerry's is a product born and raised and made in the USA. But it'll say right on there somewhere, made in the USA, Stowe, Vermont, or wherever it's at. Where is it in Vermont that it's made anyway? Anyway, I've been there. I've been there. Toured the factory, ate the ice cream, wrote the book, the whole thing. Hey, do they have Ben and Jerry's ice cream here in the Philippines? If they do, how does it get here? How does the Haagen-Dazs and the Ben and Jerry's ice cream get here? And plus, even if they got it here, it would be very, very expensive. And I'm low budget Dan, remember? Marianne, oh Marianne. You know what? There have been so many songs written about Marianne. Marianne probably has to be the name that's used the most in music. I'm not sure about that. Someone fact check me on that. Yeah, someone fact check me on that, but I'm almost sure it's Marianne, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Walk like a man, talk like a man. Here he is in a falsetto voice saying, talk like a man, walk like a man. I never could understand that. I mean, I love Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, but I never could understand. Talk like a man, walk like a man, run as fast as you can. In a falsetto voice. But it made him rich. It made him rich. He's still touring today. My former coworker became a multi-millionaire from Ben and Jerry's ice cream stock. I know. The time to do that, right? The time to do that would have been when they were in court fighting for the rights for distribution. They tanked, pardon the pun, the ice cream tanked. The ice cream stock tanked. And that would have been the time to move in there, snatch it up. And then when they won the distribution rights, the stock went crazy. And of course, it's flat now, but I don't know where it is. Waterbury. Yeah, thank you. Waterbury, Vermont. And I also visited the first gas station. The gas station is a monument in Burlington, Vermont. Still stands there today. You could take a tour of the gas station that was turned into their first ice cream scoop shop. The original scoop, no scoop sign is located there. Yeah. No scoop when they ran out of homemade ice cream. Remember that? Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, by the way, I've met Tim. I don't know if you guys know it or not. Go to Tim's YouTube channel, sign up. Tim does some fabulous YouTubes on some historical things that I learned first by going there to Tim's channel and watching the video. And I was like, wow, amazed. I said, I had no idea. Here I am screwing around in the Philippines, not appreciating all the history, of the Philippines. And that, I promise you, that is going to stop. That is going to stop right here and now. No more. No more. You got to respect the country that you're living in. And part of that is to understand its history. But I noticed something. Let me think about this. Filipinos themselves, I'm not sure, I'm not sure if they know a lot about their own history. All right, well, I think that I've gone long enough. My stomach is growling. They got a big, insane buffet downstairs that Ma'am Minnie and I would like to take advantage of. Ma'am Minnie, are you here? She's working her face.
Yes.
Ma'am Minnie, can you come over and say hi to everybody?
Hi,
Gorgeous Ma'am
everyone.
Minnie is in the house. She's
That's
ready
my
to
hair.
go.
My hair.
Oh, it is beautiful. You are a beautiful. Oh, I love this woman
there?
so much. Larry's here,
Hi,
and Mel
Larry, Sir
Campo's
Larry.
here, Mildred's here, everybody, Marilyn,
Everybody.
Larice, the Philippines' most eligible bachelorette is here. Tim is here. Tim, I promised Tim Anime's here. Tim, we're gonna meet with again at
Pampanga?
yeah, Pampanga. Yeah, we'll be meeting. Yeah,
Hi,
but
certain. How
oh,
are
but
you?
Tim, listen, Tim, we're not gonna let Ma'am Minnie go running after Far East Poppy this time. No running after Far East Poppy and Mercy on the back of her bike.
I know them. You should to see. Hi, them.
We're gonna stay. We're gonna see if we can stay at their new hotel. Tim, they bought the hotel down there next to the red. What's it called? The Red Planet. They bought the old Red Doors Hotel. They're revamping it. And East, what's his name? How come I can't always East West? No, it's East. What's his name of his channel? I'm having a senior moment again. But anyway, East Poppy, Far East Poppy. He's going to be running the restaurant. American made. Sausage, biscuit, gravy, homemade. Is going to be served there. And so Ma'am Minnie and I, what we'll do is we'll try and book at the revamp, the Red Doors, and that Far East Poppy. I don't know why I have trouble remembering his YouTube channel name, but go sign up, Far East Poppy. You won't be disappointed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, the stream has improved in quality. Showtime. Showtime, Ma'am Minnie. Let me see. Showtime. There she is. You need your eyeglasses. You can't read. Yeah. She can't. There she is. Yeah.
I'm getting old too.
Oh, we shine some light on the subject. Women are always thinking about.
Hi, Anna-Lee.
Women are always
Happy
thinking
New Year,
about
guys.
their getting old. Men never do. That's because we get older. We get more distinguished. Larry, if you might do the honors for us and lead us out of this live, and so tonight we'll see you again. Hopefully tonight we're gonna see you again.
Happy New Year, Tom.
I got this little phone. I got the Oppo, and we're gonna do live on YouTube, so there won't be any chat. We're gonna see if it works. We got load. We got 6 GB of load.
Use your high tech.
I'm low tech Dan though. I'm low tech Dan. Is your phone loaded? Is your iPhone loaded?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mine.
You know why I think that won't work? Because I forgot.
11,
I left all
11 or the 7.
all my YouTube passwords are at the house. I forgot to bring them. All right, so that means if we do live on YouTube and we connect to your phone, then I have to have the password. It won't work. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Yeah, we're going. I was just telling them we're going.
Happy New Year.
Say goodbye to
guys.
everybody, Ma'am Minnie. Stay safe, everybody. But always try to have fun. Thanks, everybody that came to the stream today. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to watch the reruns. And Happy New Year to everyone. Bye, Anime. Bye, Mildred. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Buddha of Destiny. Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See you out there, Manila Bay.